Testing. That looks to be good, at least on my end. On the last episode. Oh. I can fix that. Now is the time to fix the audio things. Maybe not, that's about as quiet as I can put the music, but the title screen music is louder than anything else in the game. On the last episode, Phoenix Wright was goaded with the sauce. A white man got away with crime, and Mia's skull was compared to that of paper mache. So all in all, pretty regular. Oh, and had to end it soon. Had to end the stream last time early. Due to unforeseen circumstances. Fortunately. Oh, I'm just saying, like, it's paper mache because she was bludgeoned to death with the statue of the Thinker. So yeah, we may have ended a little early. Pinata. Please, this is no time for jokes of ill taste. That's where the killer was standing. She's ready, Your Honor. Order! I will have order! Maybe I need a little water. So if I'm remembering correctly, we got to the point where Phoenix just accused Mr. Red White of ASMR. Hello. Phoenix Wright accused the guy, Red White himself, of murder. Of being the killer, in fact. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt of court. Yes. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. Postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed. Hi. They do seem a bit far-fetched. Ooh. Ho, Merry Christmas. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Obama, I'm drowning.
Then perish. What? Now? He's laughing.
The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. I'm not the killer. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy.
So I didn't kill her. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine.
Fuck. I didn't mean to press that.
I pinky promise, Your Honor. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her. Savagely, that is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Dead as fuck. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. So I already saw the contradiction, but I'm gonna press everything just because. What do you mean by that?
That is what I am about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you.
Hey, buddy, you're an American too.
When you assaulted a girl, she first ran to the left.
What do you mean by first?
First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit, you troglodyte. First, she ran to the left, and then...
Yeah, fortunately, my memory and the fact that I've seen the game played multiple times, I know what the contradiction is. So we got the evidence of the court record. The contradiction is, I am a lawyer. And then the next piece of evidence, died from a blow from an object. A blow. Yeah, I've just seen Ace Attorney a lot. Like I said, this is not very much so not a blind playthrough. I may eventually play the game that I haven't played yet. That is a maybe, though. And a very long way away.
Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You were supposed to cross-examine that, weren't you?
What do you mean by next?
Next is what comes after first.
I know that!
Then, that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right.
How many miles we taking? So the game that I played, realistically, I could actually play it after this because it has no, like, setup to any of the current games. It's one of the spin-off games. The Great Ace Attorney, which was just localized, I believe, 2 years ago. You play as, like, Phoenix Wright's ancestor.
Deliver the final blow.
Stop saying it was me!
I'm Sparkly, but it was you. You really shouldn't have that above the enter key.
Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing?
May I continue?
Yeah, Herlock Sholmes.
That is what Miss May saw.
So each of you saw different parts?
Absolutely, that's right, of course.
Where did he pick up that annoying phrase?
Anyway, moving along. You see, you hit it twice.
So were you watching both times?
I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner.
What do you think, Phoenix?
I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face.
Anyways, I'm right and you're wrong, Mr. Wrong. Imbecile. You see? You hit her twice. There's nothing that could...
Objection. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow.
Oh!
What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. With the thinker. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect?
I will refrain from using this phrase from now on.
Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite.
3 statue killings. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice.
Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this. White.
Mr. White. Oh, okay.
The 2 counts.
Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And then you did it in with a single blow. Thwap. A thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting.
Deal with it. This is almost over. The 2 counts.
Well, you already read this testimony.
You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Suck it up, bitch. Did not feel comfortable saying that.
That was the glass light stand.
Right. One had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White?
Huh? What?
You're saying you saw the glass light stand?
Yes.
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked.
Objection. The glass was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before?
Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused.
Why, it's falling apart.
Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes.
Very well. The witness may continue his account.
Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left.
Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally?
No, triple no. How would I? How could I?
I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness.
You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth.
The killer Hugh attacked her, but she dodged.
Now before, you said she was hit before she ran.
Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door.
What did you do then?
I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer. I mean, he gave chase.
Mr. White?
Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. They are not based at all.
Right. Thank you, Miles.
It's him, it's Miles. We got you now, he admitted it.
Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap.
Thwap. A man is... my mentor is dead. That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony.
Oh, yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see.
Phoenix! He's getting a lot less talkative.
He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Oh, I thought this was a testimony. Alright. What's the contradiction? A light stand. The broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. And where was that light stand? Out of view of the window. Interesting. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand.
What?
The light stand broke into pieces when it fell.
Oof!
Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question.
Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over.
So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then?
Correct. That would be no problemo, right?
Big problemo. There's a big problemo, or I mean a big problem here.
What problem is this?
Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. Much unlike how I normally do things. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred?
Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable.
No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand.
What? Why couldn't he? You have proof?
I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over because I am a lawyer. This is the proof.
Something the matter?
No, it's just...
Phoenix? I don't think that's what you meant.
I don't think so either.
Mr. Wright, this courtroom's no place to play practical jokes.
Sorry, Your Honor. Let me try that again. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand fall over. Could not have seen the stand before it fell over because I am a lawyer. Look at this.
These are floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area that you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that?
This ridiculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim when you murdered Richard Nixon, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? Must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. Red White of Blue Corp murders Richard Nixon. The world made a better place.
Mr. White?
Mr. White, you did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia.
Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection! That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
What? I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess to your crime now?
What?
I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
The wiretap?
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. His company murdered Richard Nixon. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor.
The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who?
No, you wouldn't.
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's law office. Am I correct?
Correct, you are most correct, Miles.
Give me a break.
Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass light stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, and at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. Wright, you are cringe.
Mr. Wright! Mr. White, I mean. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Ahem, leave it to me.
I feel faint.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered Fanco law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
Makes sense to me. Guilty as fuck.
Give me a second. Sorry, I see messages. Noted.
So you saw the stand before the night of the incidents? And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound?
Mr. Wright, I see you are posting more cringe on Discord.com.
Yes, I knew it was a stand because I heard it fall. Fuck you, Phoenix.
I see. Very well, I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
This is a very fun cross-examination from what I remember. Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Right.
I entered Fanco law offices.
When? Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May?
Objection. Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
And if I know Edgeworth, he already ran a check on those prints.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to Faye & Co. law offices.
Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap.
Why did you tap Mia's phone?
As you can see, I'm going to object to everything you say. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency.
Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. Don't fucking take my lines. It's all I have. We have the responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand?
The light stand was made entirely out of glass. I happen to watch YouTube videos of glass crafting. It's quite an art form. It was quite stylish, so I guess I made it a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all.
Damn it! There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered Fanco law. I thought...
Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. That's what happened, okay. So, this is a cool thing that the game does. A cool thing that the game only occasionally does, where there's actually no right answer. This is a testimony that you're supposed to fail.
I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia. Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. You're still hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake.
Finally awake, huh? They found you.
Hey, Phoenix. That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Welcome to Ace Attorney. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have the receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So, what do I do with it? I don't actually know if Mia or Phoenix were dating at one point. I know that they have like a mentor-student relationship. But I'll be able to elaborate that on a future game. Look at the front of the receipt. Have you ever turned it over once? The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. Oh, it doesn't show the date on there. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. In about 7 days, a true tragedy has happened. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Wow. Wait. Yeah, this first game came out in 2001. Oh my god. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? I wasn't paying attention as I'm kind of dead.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. I spent $1,000 on a fancy new light stand, and then died before I even had the chance to enjoy it. Thank you, Slick. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court Lobby Number 1.
Shut the fuck up! Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm normal now.
Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
But, as Mr. Edgeworth noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Hello? Hi, Otto.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Is this the same testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
Die. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
You did that joke already. Unfortunately, I must kill your health bar.
Objection. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, have you ever flipped the receipt over? Would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder.
Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fanco law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you?
No. It's impossible.
Uh-oh. He's fucking losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree, you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Oh! Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Objection!
Not so feast. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
Thank you. I am quite incredible. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, we should execute him anyways. I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Let's see what happens. I don't know where he's going with this. I'd better hold back for now.
I see. Very well. As there is no objection from the defense, I grant Mr. Edgeworth his extra day.
Uh-oh.
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No. There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I leave the country?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this. I have something I would like to read to the courts. You see, Your Honor, I am a lawyer. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How? How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press.
Is that Mia Fey standing next to you, Mr. Wright? Isn't she the victim? I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit Miss Mia May with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor. Edgeworth is pissed.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Really is quite the thinker. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant's Mr. Phoenix Wright. Not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. Everyone go home now. I have to go nappy bye.
Didn't mean to press that. Phoenix is so baby. 2 days.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again.
I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. Did you like my judge impression? I'm lucky. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You avenged my death. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not Chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The time I was killed? I have to show you something. The office? I'll see you later. Chief. Mia. And that's the story of how I was murdered.
This thinker still needs more blood.
Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came!
Mia?
I was kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should have seen your face.
Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya!
Maya?
What, did I look like my sister?
Look like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya? Why are you here?
Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh?
She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right?
Goodbye, Fate and Co. Law Offices. Hello, Wright and Co. Law Offices.
And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
He's not my friend. Welcome back, Otto.
Soaked in the blood of 100 men, it will become a mythical weapon.
You know what this means? We're partners.
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault that I'm here now. And I know just what to do. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. Law Offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching.
Right, okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint down the street. Come on, time's a wasting.
Okay, wait up. The end of case 2 out of the 50 there are. We are now on Turnabout Samurai.
Gah, you have disgraced me one last time, dear samurai. The pale moon of sky cries for your blood.
The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it would be the last moon you will ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa!
The warrior sword gleaming, striking the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns.
That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate.
Whoa! Stop waving that broom around.
Oh, Nick, I didn't even know you were here.
Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching?
What, Nick? You mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? This won't become a recurring thing. He's only the most popular TV show for young people.
Young? Like, how young?
10 years old?
Oh, hello. You're here too. Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited?
Hey, I'm only 17.
Well, I didn't have to look in the court record for that.
Have you ever heard of a show, My Little Pony? That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
And watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number 1.
I really worry about kids these days.
Gramps. Old points. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
I guess. Wish we had some clients. And a finger curled on the monkey's paw. It's been a month since my trial. Mina's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I gonna pay the rent this month?
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
October 16th, 8:14 a.m. The landlord is at my office. I think I have a prop for this. Hello? This is Phoenix.
Nick!
Maya? What? What? It's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested!
Huh? You mean the guy on that show?
Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain!
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV!
Yeah. On TV.
No, I mean he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with his samurai spear!
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick!
So the funny thing about that prop is just like a styrofoam cup I had by my bed. If it wasn't obvious. Maya is here watching television.
Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kid show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo or Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. Steel Samurai spear was also found struck through his body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further.
Oh, the thing that I did the cell phone filter with. Realistically, I could have just opened voice mod and done like... Do I have a radio thing?
I bet we could get something like this.
This has to be a joke.
No, no, no! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over!
Gotta pick the cup back up.
Yes? Wright and Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai!
Welcome back. The dog is dry. What?
Yes, yes, of course, we'll be right there. Let's go, Nick!
Go? Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So I've decided this will be our first case.
Hello, Charlie. Mia's favorite potted plant. Mine's been watering so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. October 16th, the detention center. Hello.
Oh my god.
What's wrong, Maya? It's him! In the flesh!
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice.
What are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong?
No.
This is getting off to a great start.
I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh, no, no, no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh,
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick,
Nick,
what?
he's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Hello, I'm Will Powers, and I did not do it. Please, please don't.
Here.
I see.
Let me guess, this guy wasn't the top student yet in improv class. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened.
Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it only was yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There's a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Dead as fuck.
I'm still amazed, because, like, when this game first came out, these pictures weren't all that detailed. But there's a hole in his chest.
They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead as fuck. He'd been expertly skewered by the samurai spear.
Samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai used as a weapon.
Steel Samurai. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is.
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey, I'm out of mind. Who's new to this?
No, it's alright. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. It's like Power Rangers, but there's only one guy. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. Yeah, I'm not too good at jokes.
I see. Neo Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Hey. Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning, I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. I got my ass seriously kicked. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 o'clock. I was late to rehearsal, so I ran there as fast as I could. Stopped for a McDonald's on the way. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked.
You didn't bring us McDonald's? You didn't get us anything?
They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go.
I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for an autograph. Hey, so can you, like, give me, like, proof that I'm your lawyer? Here.
I see.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta go through me! Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh yeah, well that's great. I'm security. Oh, it's my job to make sure the gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. News today. Something horrible happens and all I can think of sightseeing. Waste your time at a place like this. I had a job should be doing lawyers and would never work in the industry. If I want to become a lawyer, sounds like a life of ease just to me loafing around. And when I was young and the kid's mind just hit me close. And what are you coming in when his son hasn't called in? I'm Nick. Will I grow up to be just like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey, listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today.
Now, if you've ever heard me talk about the haunted house I work at, you know that I've dressed up as a grandma before. Let's just say, some of the way that I behave and some of this character's lines are things I've said. So far, no one has caught on.
What's that? You're giving that to me?
Yeah, that was my grandma voice. Absolutely not. Studios. So what do you do here at the studios?
Yeah, Global Studios, we made children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days. No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
Wow.
Wow! This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was.
Hammer.
A victim, dummy. Evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Now he's been reduced to playing a corpse. Not exactly the best material to work with.
I love playing villains. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it. Believe me, he's ugly as fuck. The little ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for sure that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in the hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
I just realized there's another voice that I can do for her.
What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. I'm watching you, Wazowski.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I'm standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon of 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you'll have to go through me. Only one person went by here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I saw him.
Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool.
But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it time for you to be heading home? Nothing to see here. Move along. Get out of here. Unless you have proof that you are his lawyer.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Power's request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'd just let you in.
The lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously.
Yeah, I own the place. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so remember that letter I asked for?
That was the studio. They'll think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Hey, so, what's your alibi? Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No! I'd never do that.
Earlier, you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
Phoenix... No one wants to say it, but, she's senile. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, which is something you definitely want to hear from your lawyer. And I need every advantage I can get.
I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me.
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio?
Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to the bigwigs at the studio. Let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
Yeah, she's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course.
Thank you. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Here's a fucking letter. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, he's won every single case that he's gone on. All 2 of them.
Yes, I recognize the bold childish scrawl. He drew it and crowned, didn't he?
Powers' request given to the security lady, practically thrown away.
To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. Good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
There were maps inside the security guard station.
Maya, that's larceny and breaking and entering. Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
Guide map of Global Studios added to the court record. Goodbye. So that monkey is fucking dead.
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Aren't you the murderer from the other day?
Ah, it's a confused detective.
Hey pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth's all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So?
Hey. Fuck off. If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Ugh.
Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. My heart. My heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, as long as I don't get fired anytime soon. Hey! What exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on the case too, pal.
Hey, huh? Hey, you can't just go saying around pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, all right.
No, I can't press that button. The sound is too long. This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their PD badge and that's that. I'll admit the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired.
Maybe it should just be a big L for loser.
I'm not so sure about that. What's going on with the investigation detective gumshoe? Well, it's hey, I can't just tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right. So, detective, tell me about the investigation. Mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? Oh yeah, I found some quarters on the park bench. I think I have my house keys. The autopsy report. The latest one, if you please. Oh, that, right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death. October 15th. 16 days away from Halloween. What a shame. 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a spear. How was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. Murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 o'clock. He spent 2 hours there. At the time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person in the studio between 1 o'clock and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, that's the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. That security lady. About the security lady. Oh, the sweet old lady, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
It sure is good to be in this warehouse all by myself. I think I'm gonna play some mahjong.
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what
Powers said. She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
Decisive evidence. What kind of evidence? Oh, well, the photo. Photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. See that camera up on the gate, pal? That one? Use your mouse to find the camera.
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah, whenever someone walks by that, camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick! He has evidence! We're fucked!
Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, Bill? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh,
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
sure thing, Bill. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go! We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
There's a camera here. This is a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Bench. A little bush. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but my feet just get so tired.
My feet hurt, pal. That's true. His feet do hurt.
I will probably show that video later. It is a reference. Yes, detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Monkey. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. Monkey. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out.
Nick, look! The security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied, Pillow, or is this guilty yet? Sorry, I still got some donuts.
Yeah, Jack Hammer's name is a pun, and Will Powers. Willpower? Oh, I get it. It's because his name is Will. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Hey, can I get a look at your emails? The computer that runs the studio cameras.
Hey, no touching.
Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Well, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know.
Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo.
Oh, just from the left of here is the gate that the camera took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see.
I will not kill you. Reason for suspicion.
Their guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock.
I think her full name is Wendy Oldbag.
The murder happened right around 2:30. See?
Interesting. $37. Cool.
Only one I seen go through here is between 1 o'clock and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
A good one, Sonny. You're not gonna be accusing me of murder today, not like your chat member Slick said.
She thinks I was joking. We're on to you. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who could blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. I can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? And then it snaps a photo.
Oh my god.
Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over on the security guard station. That one over there. But if you try to look at it, I will remove your fingers. I check them every day before going home, I do. What's that? Are you giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Let me look at the photo. Damn.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff, and also where they told us not to go. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
I could use a soda. Let's see, cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least.
Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this.
Ladies first. You know what I'm gonna do. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. Kid could fit through there, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right! Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid.
It's like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I hear they explode. I mean, I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? Nick. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Okay, thank God. I thought there were gunshots outside. No, someone's playing the drums. Oh my God. The truck just drove by and I looked outside. I thought that was someone's radio. There's actually someone with a drum kit in the bed of the truck just playing it going down the road. You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? What the fuck? Ah, won't let me examine the ladder. At least not that one. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir?
What do you mean find?
You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. We have a spear at home. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers, it must be neat to be a star and have your own room like this. You know what the saddest thing about, like, the fact they just taped his name there? This isn't even like a temporary studio. This is like the main studio where they film things. The spirit home. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping?
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right. There's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Blanket. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. What the fuck, Phoenix? Bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
My hair is too aerodynamic. It will not fit. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I am kind of like samurai movies.
Kinda. This must be Power's bag. Sorry, I saw the napkins and lotion and I remembered a German 985 clip.
Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow? Card key added to the cord record. The dog vitamins. Dog vitamins added to the core record. So Maya, I need you to steal more of his stuff.
I wonder what else is inside Mr. Powers' bag.
Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. I do not like the movement system of this game, but they do improve it in later games. Hi. Entrance to Studio One. This is the studio where they found Jackhammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened.
Alright, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Aren't you gonna talk to me, pal?
Hi.
detective see this? I showed you. You already showed me your badge, pal.
Maybe you should be L for lawyer.
Germa has the energy of being lead poisoned without actually being lead poisoned. What is it? It's not the tape on the ground, is it? Real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here. The steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. I still don't get why they, did that. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. Guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected a steer stabbing wound would leave at least a few blood stains. Guess the costume must have absorbed most of it.
Look, a ladder!
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. Another finger on the monkey's paw has curled with that one thing examined. Hey, can I take this?
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl's more trouble than I thought. Nick.
Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that.
This is an unfortunate character. Because I think, according to the creators of Ace Attorney, this is, as they call it, one of the most forgettable characters ever. And it's such a shame.
You know, no, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers, representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
If I remember correctly, her name is, Penny Nichols. Yep, Penny Nichols. Assistant at Global Studios in charge of large props and set pieces. I think for the first few games, the puns are a little more subtle. Which is saying something. Day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
No! Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see.
Ugh.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is.
The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place.
I like this place.
After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that.
I'm trying to think of an example of one of the pretty bad pun names in the future games, but oh, do I want to mention that character? Yeah, I'll mention him. There's a guy named Luke at me in one of the games. Look at me. The clown lady, her name, Gyaru Tornado, or Tonido. Gyaru Tonido. But I think in the animation, they properly translated her name into Gale Tornado. I do like the non-translated one more because, like, it's a little more subtle. She is in the last game of the series. And not only the last game, the second to last case in the series. But don't worry, we're going to be meeting a clown before then. And his name is Phoenix Wright. Did you know Mr. Power was sleeping?
No! I wouldn't go in there unless someone had urgent messages for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind of... I don't know. I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really. Just trying to prove someone's innocence.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe.
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
Oh wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks, that helps us a lot. Anything helps.
Yeah, there's a few psychics in the game. I don't know if she's one of them. But theoretically, anyone could be a psychic in this game.
Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
So I'm going to say now, this is one of the 3 cases where the trials last 3 days. So I'm probably going to take a break once, when I say take a break, I'm going to switch to a different game that I'm kind of looking forward to, but not too much, once we reach the trial. Because that's a good stopping point. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
What about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
Any thoughts about this?
Sorry. I don't recall to think too much about what happened just yet.
Hello. Your wife. Ooh, I forgot about her. Maybe I won't see the other game. We're going until we see her.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Oh, you're gonna like this character, Slick.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure the Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone here's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking about the assistant in Studio One. Her, she's not even a full-time employee. Oh, you youngins are like that nowadays. Running your mouth like you know tomorrow, and then there was another thing, and let me tell you, we had a thing or two. Respect your back in the day, it's crime shame you.
She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
I hope that wasn't too loud. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay, let's give it a try. You're welcome. You know how to work these things.
You know how to work these things, right, Nick? You're not like a boomer, are you?
Looks like I... What the fuck am I? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I just need the date of the murder. Looks like the cameras turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. 1 o'clock. That's when the security lady arrived at the guard station.
Please enter the number on the security camera.
Fortunately, I remember the number. I hope. There. Entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Ooh. Sorry, Will. You're getting executed. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer.
Powers ? Photo added to the court record.
Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah,
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
right. We'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not. Why not? Because I'm concealing evidence. It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was a joke. So are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? To be continued. Right now.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th the defendants, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in studio... His name is Jack Hammer. Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Hello.
Hello, Detective. Would you briefly describe this case to the court?
Yes, sir. I'll explain what to guide my appeal. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of this action scene during the mornings here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. We're not going to say her name. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day at 5 p.m.
Her name is Penny Nichols.
Objection! The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, rehearsal was canceled. There happened to be a case of a dead body there. Yeah, pretty fucking dead. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. Samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest, was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to that whole thing again? I think Wright, don't you do it. I think I can probably remember that.
So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. I haven't used one of these since the good old days.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand.
Gonna need some water for this one. Well,
What? Why, I remember when I was in the Crusades.
Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fella? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
You hear your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma, and when I was younger, I had Oldbag in my name, dearie, and when I was children would make fun of me on name. Can you believe it? There's this boy at Captain Junior High, and he called me Oldbag, and we cried and crushed.
Oh, objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I'll just get into the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony?
No. The witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Old Paul Hammer and the rest of it had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because I had a certain man walking right by me at 2 o'clock p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then, Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Objection. Evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly is that evidence in the statement just now related?
I'm glad you asked. It's because I'm a lawyer.
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. So up until that time, anyone who wanted could go into the studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no, but the main gate was locked, dearie. So why don't you go shut the fuck up? You need an employee card key to get in.
Right, card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one was supposed to be there could get in.
Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning.
A run-through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were using the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5 p.m. That's why poor old Hammer went to the studio in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero.
If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon?
Oh well, I had some errands to run that morning.
What kind of errands?
Oh well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watched Hammer's run-throughs, always. I never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station.
No. Doggy. Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened then.
I'm quite certain the evil magistrate got quite the run-through. I'd like that stricken from the court record.
I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. You didn't mean to skip that, did you?
So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
No, I took a break. Of course, I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing about how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch this game and eat donuts at the same time. I take all 50 minutes of my 30-minute break. With Snipper Whapper. Snipper Whapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection?
So a witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Now the murder happened at...
Okay, I thought it looped around. Oh yeah, well, Wendy Oldbag and Larry Butts are some of my most hated characters in this game. But she's unfortunately an inspiration for one of my favorite characters to play in real life. When I say real life, at the haunted house. You know, I liked Larry too, the first 2 times he showed up. And then he showed up more.
Oh, I have my ways, that overdressed young detective show told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked.
That is a good point.
If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me, you didn't mean to skip that.
$2 p.m., you're sure?
Sure spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something.
Ma'am, I will use the spear next.
Oh! I didn't expect Automod to do that. I will allow it.
Now, don't get your skivvies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he's heading towards the studio.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. I got wax in your ear, sonny.
Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. The spear.
Now say it again. It was him.
Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much? Windbags do love gossiping about other people's misfortunes.
Huh. Can't she get her kick somewhere else?
It was him, you say. But was it really? Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? Well, you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Ma'am, what is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai, but that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that. Mr. Witness.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised.
The prosecution would like to ask the old, witness. Please make it known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be so ashamed, all you. Anyway, I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. You didn't even give it a second look.
Well, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof then.
Welcome back. Man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Wait a second. There we are. Okay.
So she had sprained her ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
Hold it.
Whippersnapper.
Hey, I haven't even said anything yet.
I have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is the straight and narrow, the up and up. Youth today always whine about each other, pointing things up and down. It's a way to make an old lady cry. Objection, Mr. Wright. Please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
I think Edgeworth has met his match. Agreed.
That morning during the run-through of the action scene.
Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And, me.
What exactly were you doing?
What exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving the backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then.
I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh.
So Powers sprained his ankle.
I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed her where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up the backdrops, I think.
Her name is... Objection! Her name is Penny.
She didn't know anything about Powers' ankle. You may continue with your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess.
You broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
The samurai spear. The murder weapon. He broke it. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
Strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Was Mr. Power's ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've had enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the steel samurai spear costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important, because I said so. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai's suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Powers. We have to consider that possibility also.
There's one thing that bothers me, and it's her. Get her out of here. No, you stupid bitch. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the defendant continue her testimony, please?
Now do you ask twice? Time of the poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would not have been the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Time of death?
How do you know that?
Yeah, didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
Only person I saw go to the studio before the Will Power.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quiet, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went there.
What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure?
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy?
Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags sure have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? No one else went there. Fuck. now I'm at a tough part where I know what the contradiction is, and that's interfering with me seeing what the contradiction for this part is. There it is. There's the photo again. Hold on! Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. One more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate from the studios, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Oh, it's not a... No, that wall is very easy to climb. Yeah. Fucking... No one in the Ace Attorney series can do acrobatics. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security camera data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 5th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny.
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what happened. What do you mean by this, Mr. Wright?
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. I sentence you to oblivion. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Oh, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
There we are. And we're back.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have
One other important job to do. I'll go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check on them. I'll throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking you see, so if I say went over there and murdered him, I could just come back to the camera and delete the photo of me ever walking over there. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this is a turn of the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Every day I finish my another job. That's right, I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Will you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking you see, like when some birds fly by. I really should have said some birds flew by.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
If there are birds in the photo. Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Yeah, I remember throwing out a photo.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
I'm glad you asked. A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys are real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh who knows where, and they're always hanging around. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say that no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
I lied. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
I'm so fucking sorry for what I must do.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They coming through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers.
Kids? Oh, I had played the Among Us sound. So on the photo that you erased,
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
what?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on the way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want to go on the monkey bars. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
So who was the
steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? Steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it. Really?
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
I'm just a poor little meow bell. You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does it mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So who was the person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
It was the assistant, Your Honor. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gates. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the fixture at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Unfortunately, because of the release of the great Ace Attorney, this needs some explaining. Sherlock Holmes never existed. You're thinking of Sherlock Holmes. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
You see, Mr. Wright, I'm just going to pounce on you and do a little nya. Do you know what that is? You know, nya. The prosecution has no meaningful evident objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so y'all think I did it, is that it? Itchy boy, don't sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Give Granny a break. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though. As you said, second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder?
I'm a lawyer. Your Honor. Oh, Edgeworth hates her. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. The court will now find Wendy Oldbag guilty. The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness. Miss Wendy was her name.
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Wait just a second. I'm not gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree, me. I'm talking. Oh great. Stop the presses, the windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Very well, testify.
My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There was some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're gonna go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Oh yes, I totally agree. And it is a shame this is not her last appearance.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No. This isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Global Studios.
So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director?
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of the action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning through the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? What is a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was falling over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked my questions, but we'll continue.
He said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it, and they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked? I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Okay, where is it? So they were actually in the studio.
Yes, the whole day. When they had heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
I'll kill this woman, I swear it.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Your Honor, can we have that noted in the court record? He said he would kill this woman.
But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Them? Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director? Pretty sure I read this. Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were some others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's points. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about the other people who we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Based.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Grin. Oh, or should I say...
We'll be going down to the studios to do some investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get the material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was that who was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Wendy Oldbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
I don't. Well, she wasn't winning any points out there, or with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
What time is it? I think I have enough time to make it to the next trial. And that's where I'll stop. And we officially overtook that other save file. Ooh, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say what you think. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out in today's trial.
Yes.
I don't think she'll say too much today, but we will be introduced to her.
The director and producer.
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
Look at this badge. Hey, see this?
You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick? No one's here.
Right. Now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. Give me a second. There we are. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look! She left her donuts! What? I wasn't gonna eat them. They're like stale.
You can't fucking stop me. I will see her.
Hey, Nick! It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion in today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with a fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
Unfortunately, no. Phoenix Wright canonically shows his badge to everyone he meets. Whether or not I actually did that.
This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
It doesn't look much like Studio, does it?
No, it does not. There's a trailer over there. Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is the studio? Hello?
Nick, let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked.
Aw, shucks.
Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Yes. The have you considered that I am a lawyer bit is canon. And right now, it's not really programmed that when you show your badge to someone, people have dialogue to say about it. But as the series continues, people are gonna start saying fluff dialogue for when you show them your badge. They kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license. This is also the confirmation that Phoenix Wright actually does not drive. He walks everywhere he goes. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what? Wow, what a mess. Her name is Penny. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just, lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure that things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Lawback. Right. See you later, then. Good luck with your investigation. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, do you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Nah, I think we should leave it on. They only just repaired it. And if we take it off, that assistant will get yelled at by you-know-who. Yeah, I guess so. Wow, I didn't expect her to take it that hard. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was, on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But, Nick, if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping, I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. Yes, ripping off the grate is an option. And it's actually the correct option, but I've never seen anyone do it. Or never seen them choose not to rip it off. She's not gonna spawn in unless I do it. That's how they get you. Go ahead, Maya. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Hiya! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. Train gate is off. I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt.
Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
Hello.
Not really sure what that is. Don't fucking...
So, how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering about everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot?
Well,
I don't think that there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see how Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She's a bit of trouble catching him, though.
I heard something at the trial today. They said the director and producer were here on the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty quiet to keep us eager. Or pretty eager to keep us quiet. So, why were they trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved the studio from the brink of disaster and kept them running. She's also really hot. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
The producer? Huh. So can I see her now? There we are. This place is deserted.
Hey, Nick! What was that noise?
It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No. There's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
If they'll let us. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew.
I really want the keys to that trailer. Maybe next time. Fuck. Let's go see that kid. Oh. I forgot about you.
WTF, what did you do, Slamo?
Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever, lame Earth. How can you not know the great Salmonella? I make the lead shows of Steel Samurai, 9 RTFC.
Really? You're the
Salmonella.
I'm so sorry. You look so sorry.
No, quibble, Ryan. Really, it's fine. We're awful.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection. Yeah. Hop. Hey, you do a lot of cosplay, cause that costume rocks. Well,
Rock stars? What are you? Hey, you're drooling!
well, Buffalo Overrum. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, just coming to me, the big princess. The sequel for the Steel Samurai Pink Princess, Mario of Neo of Tokyo. Ruffle the bow!
Pink Princess?
Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo?
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Sir?
I try not to pay too much attention to things that don't interest me, lol.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Sir, did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder?
I know who you dudes are. That's the killing lady told you about this.
That's right.
It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through on the action theme in the morning. We had a meeting for lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch.
A T-bone steak, was it?
Yeah, fuck this. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does suck sores mean?
No idea.
Anyway, I was at a meeting from noon till 4 p.m. with the producers and some bigwigs from the network.
Found him, boys. He did it. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi.
Fuck!
About the producer who was at the meeting with you.
Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. She bought the studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole day.
Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning?
Oh, the boss over there, the network, and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled on a limousine, and
Is that how you spell it?
got here right around noon. Major tension.
Were all of them with you the entire time?
Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers.
Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Goodbye. I don't want to speak to you anymore.
Aha! You again. Eee! How rude, acting like you seen a ghost. You certainly got
back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume, told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway,
This man existing violates the Geneva Conventions.
now this whippersnapper, this old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. Throw 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. Fortunately, I don't have to talk to you right now. I think. Yeah, Penny and Powers are pretty much the only decent people. What about that kid you said you saw?
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Take him down, boys.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious.
About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it.
Hey!
Hey! Hey, wait!
I bet he came in right through that train.
Hey, Kiddio, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. No way to talk to an adult. I don't see any adults here, hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion?
Nick, I think I'm being mocked.
May you enjoy dinner.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
There we are. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. Ha! Ha ha ha! You can't fool me! Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Huh, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kiddio. Watch it.
What are they doing? What happened? So you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Did you see anything?
He...
Welcome back.
The Steel Samurai always wins, always! Yeah, I saw him, I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers.
What?
Wait! Let me go! I'll cut you down! He's gone. Huh?
Something fell off the table and he bumped it into it on his way out.
Huh? A bottle?
Why was this sitting here, I wonder? He drugged the Steel Samurai. Oh my god. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything? That was Maya that said that. No.
Huh? Where's that old windbag?
Odd of her to leave her post.
Hey! Nick, that was her. Stop, whippersnapper.
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Natch. Uh-oh, she tripped.
Maya sure looks happy. But she left her post. A larceny.
Hey, Nick! Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key.
The key to that trailer in Studio 2.
We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
Trailer key slipped into pocket. Definitely legal. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened.
Great, let's go, Nick.
She seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Not that eager. Are we ready, boys? I don't know the voice I'm gonna do. It's her.
Eek! Someone's in here.
Names.
Our names? We're WP's lawyers and,
I see.
and who might you?
Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. I'm not interested. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script. The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it.
Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder?
I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast.
We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Miss Vasquez? It's on TV. Every week. That's all I have to say about that.
Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her!
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director. Salmonella, was it? Don't talk about him. What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else.
Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
Yes. It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah? Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this.
Why do you have us do your errands?
It's a restraining order.
I don't think I like her. Sniff?
Well, you're the only one, Maya. Don't cry, she'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. So we're not going to see him. If I can avoid it. She's easily one of my favorite characters in the first game.
Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, let's take a look at that. It's one of those... Look, a megaphone. A real megaphone.
Grab the script. Fuck. I have to give him the memo. Yeah, she has a beautiful design. Speed run, but only whenever I see this fuck on screen. Here, I got this from the producer.
Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Oh, my ass is blown if I don't find this.
Nick! It might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been.
I agree.
We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here, Nick.
Oh boy, I wonder where the script is. Is it the thing I examined earlier?
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in.
The director? Maya, take a look at around that chair for me. Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he left it somewhere?
Aha! Found it!
Oh, it's greasy. Good work. Script placed reluctantly in pocket. It was in Manila's hands. I just imagine I'm passing the script, like, holding it by, like, the tips of my fingers, like, yeah, I don't want to touch this. Here, we found it, your script. Ah. Script handed to D. Vasquez. That's why she's wearing gloves. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading.
Just you hold on. What's the big idea? What do you think you are anyways? And do you even know who we are?
Powers lawyers?
Right?
Am I a suspect?
No, well, no, but...
You wanted to know about the day of the murder?
Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help.
You know, there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave.
Impossible? Why?
The path was blocked. The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. As you can see, we repainted this scene. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was after 4 o'clock by the time the path was unlocked. Oh yes, I love the butterfly tattoo things. Capiche? Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio One. Happy to hear.
What? What?
It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. We called some people to clear the way. I'm sure they corroborate my story.
But wait!
What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio One. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Ah! Nick! It stopped at 2:15! 2:15. That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head added to the court record. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. I guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. I didn't talk to Will Powers at all today. Or this day of the trial. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got one lead. Mia! It's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. I'm fucking dead. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right! Oh wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course.
Huh, I saw everything. What? But no way I'm telling you, losers. But no way I'm telling you, losers.
There we are. I don't know, he didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before.
Fuck.
What's wrong?
My heart, a whippersnapper.
She's been chasing that boy this whole time.
When I catch him,
Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. If you try and accuse me again, I will kill this boy.
And what happened to the boy?
If I see him again, oh fuck.
My, what a violent old lady.
A monkey.
Hey, that's a card. Studio 1.
Right, a card key to Studio 1.
I could visit poor Hammer. I liked when he died. I was his fan.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio 1 isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then.
If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key lent to Miss Oldbag.
I'm normal now. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal?
What's this? Steel Samurai trading card pack?
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though.
Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about.
No, it was the kid. Right, I'm off.
There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. Hey, kid. Hey, you, wait a second. Phoenix, was that a boy? Yeah, his name is Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. No, he's in there. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it! He's getting away. Come back! There, he's back. How did she... Hey there. Would you mind helping us out? Please?
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you.
Yo!
And I'm Phoenix Wright.
Well, who asked?
Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's the bomb.
Huh, what would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid.
So do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? Hey kid, you want a spear?
Steel Samurai Spear, that's totally cool. I wish I had one too.
Well, I could make your last dreams very real. This kid and Maya would get along great. Here's her cards. Cody, does this look familiar?
Hey, Meyer.
You are, huh?
You are, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. And for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this if you help me.
But that's my card! By offering me something that I already own, you're in effect of eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. And for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
What do they teach these kids in school these days? The quantum physics?
Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble?
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? I mean, there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Premium. Rare. Why do I feel like they're talking about steaks? Hey kid.
What's that? Boring! Man, how can one person be so lame? If you were a superhero, you'd be lame-o man.
Penny, where the fuck are you? Thank fuck, I thought I soft-locked myself. Hello, what brings you here?
Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always.
Okay, whatever you say.
Card. Do you know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Huh.
Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it.
Yes, Penny is also psychic.
I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg of you. Please trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
What a coincidence. Trade me a... Huh?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please.
Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everyone getting so excited about? Yeah, I'll trade the card.
Really? Thanks. And this is for you.
An ultra rare, premium Steel Samurai collectible card. Very valuable.
Yahoo!
And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does.
I finally caught them all.
Hey kid. See this card?
Yeah, so wait, that's it! It's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me!
Oh, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade?
You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information.
Huh, you sure? Fine by me.
URP card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. So, kid, you ever been to court? So, you like the Steel Samurai?
So cool!
I guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life.
Being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't you?
I mean, yeah, totally. I love the Steel Samurai. Yeah, he's so cool.
So, tell me about your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
Gonna give him some credit. Well, I've never even seen a full episode of that dumb show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers.
Whoa, that's totally hardcore.
You're calling me hardcore?
What else do you like about him?
Don't tell me I have to keep this act up.
Tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
Right. Come on, things. Really like his kind nature. What a guy.
Totally. He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten.
Yeah. He might even be my friend's poor little meow meow.
So what else do you like about him?
I like, gotta think of something. I like, when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, Wazam! Steel Samurai always wins, always! Check this out, it's my fan album.
What the? It's all the pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
The stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. You know, sometimes the things Phoenix says, like, I really don't like him. But now he's personally disgracing the theatrical arts. Now he's my enemy.
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera.
Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it?
You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins, always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data home, so I can always make another one.
Well then, I'm happy to accept, thank you. Path to Glory, added to court record. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. What happened?
What happened?
were here on the day of the incident, right? I can't believe you just roasted this 9-year-old. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too.
I saw everything.
Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. What did you see? Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come in through the woods out back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. I had to survive off the wilderness. Then I finally got to the studio. After that,
What is it, Cody?
the Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's obvious you aren't speaking from the heart.
Right. Mia? Yes. I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Fuck. Indeed, unfortunately. So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct.
No, I ain't going. Whoa!
That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads, and now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please! I need you there! Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. Of course he is! That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. What time is it? Oh shit. I forget how long the investigations are. Yeah, it's dinner time. I must consume. And that, as soon as it will let me. Is the end of Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney. I had fun. I hope y'all did too. I don't know when I'll make a new one of the end title screens or whatever you call this, but I enjoyed. We got to see the wife. Give me a second. There we are. I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for watching Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney. Goodbye.